Hey, what's goody, class? It's your professor, Professor Nuck, and today we are going over foil. So, get out your foil, whatever you use. We're gonna go over two different types today. We're going over standard definition foil. I don't know why I just called it that, just regular standard foil. And we're going over heavy duty foil. So get your foil, get your pokers. I guess this is gonna be kind of a poking tutorial as well. So get ready and yeah, let's get going. Okay class, so before we actually get into that, I wanna get into different pokers you can use to create your holes. This is a Fumari poker, again available over at 5starhookah.com. I recently got this and I really love it. Prior to that, I was using a thumbtack, which also works excellent. They're actually about the same. This is a little bit bigger, so I kind of like the bigger holes in there. Or you can always use your trusty toothpick. Toothpicks work excellent. The only thing is when they start to get dull, sometimes you could make bigger holes than what you really wanted to make, but in a pinch, it's good to use. Today, we will be using this Fumari poker. Alright, so first up, I want to talk standard foil. Okay, this is going to be the cheapest stuff you can find in the store. This happens to be a store brand, which I really don't recommend, but if you're in a pinch, you can use it. Now basically, what you're going to want to do is pull out enough to look about like this. And it's going to be really flimsy, okay? But you're going to have a dull looking side and you're going to have a shiny side. I don't know how well this comes out on camera, but you can definitely tell if you look at it the difference between the dull and the shiny side. So what you want to do is have the shiny side part on the outside and just fold it like that. Okay, fold it in half, and this is going to be your sheet, your cover for your bowl. Now we are demonstrating on a bowl today, but we're just going to use a funnel bowl. This happens to be a Goodfella V2 bowl, and this is from, no, this is not a V2, I'm sorry, this is a Goodfella V1, but these are available over at 5starhookah.com. I don't think anymore the V1s are available, it's all V2s now, but they're just as good. I like the V1 a little bit better, but the V2 is nothing to frown at, it's nothing shabby. So anyhow, you want to go ahead and take your piece and fold it in half, so now you're going to have essentially two shiny sides. Okay, so next up we got our heavy duty foil, Reynolds wrap. This is very good. I highly suggest this. The 50 feet actually is plenty. It can get you through many sessions, and it's fairly cheap. It's the cheaper of all the, actually they might have a 25-foot roll, but I suggest the 50 square feet roll because it lasts, you know, a pretty good amount of time. And this is just very good. This is what I like to use. The reason why I like to use this is because, okay, you'll see this is a similar amount that we tore off, okay? Again, this is the shiny side, this is the dull side. Very easy to tell. But with this, all you're gonna do is split it down the middle, pull it apart. Now you have two sheets for two separate sessions. So we're only gonna use one of these. So again, here's the shiny side, here's the dull side. You can definitely tell them apart. So just to compare, this is the heavy duty shiny side, and this is going to be the regular aluminum foil, two pieces, both shiny sides. So now we're gonna go ahead and get into wrapping the bowl and hole pattern, and yeah. Okay, so example number one, we're gonna go ahead and use the standard foil, fold it in half. So let's go ahead and get that started. Basically just gonna take it and put it over the bowl, and be gentle with this, okay? And then you're gonna make a nice tight seal over your bowl, okay? And like I said, be gentle, you don't wanna tear it. And then I like to just kinda go over it like that, and there you go, you got a nice tight drum. Next thing I like to do is kinda draw the line out with my finger so I kind of know where I'm poking. Some bowls are a little bit thicker, so it's kind of good to know where the edge is, so you know where to poke. So the first thing I like to do while holding it and making sure it's tight on the sides is poke straight down the middle, like so. Okay, first hole. Then I just make 4 holes all across from each other, like so. And then I make 4 more holes. like so. And then I just go 3 holes like that in between all of them. Boom, boom, boom. So that's gonna be our outer ring. And then after that, I just pretty much make 2 circles, and I'm gonna be going all the way down. And I kind of just do a spiral effect. And that's what we got. And that's the whole pattern I use. I'm gonna use the same thing on the heavy duty, which I'll show you anyway, but that's pretty much how it looks. And packing is as simple as that. You got everything nice and tight, you got your whole pattern, and you're good to go. Okay, now our last example is going to be the heavy duty foil. We're gonna go ahead and put our shiny side down and just wrap it like so. And you could be a little more aggressive with this because it's gonna be a little more stronger, a little more durable, but still ultimately you gotta be gentle with it and make sure your foil doesn't rip. Just get it nice and tight, and you're gonna have a nice tight drum seal like that. Go ahead and outline it with your finger so you know where the edge is at, and the same process. 1 down the middle, boom, and then I'm gonna do 4 across from each other to be my guide, like so. 4 more in between all those, like so, and then the 3 pattern. And you're gonna notice the consistency and the differences between the foils. You're gonna notice how much higher quality the heavy duty is, and it's cool because you only got to use 1 sheet, so your roll essentially lasts longer because you're not using a full rip at a time. So there's our outer circle, and then the same thing, just boom, 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 boom. There you go, it's that simple. So there's our heavy duty example. Nice tight seal, you're good to go. Alright class, so that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Just in case you were wondering, I am smoking out of my Starbuzz Atlantis with the boho base. This is the suited and booted black and white tie affair. And I am rocking my Alien Funnel Bowl with HD heavy duty aluminum foil. Got the same hole pattern, 3 coconut cools, flats, and oh yeah, the AOT carbon 1 hose with a mouth tip. But this is pretty much the results you can expect with heavy duty. It's always good, even though I use the Lotus a lot, it's always good to know your way with the aluminum foil, because sometimes you get lazy, you don't want to clean your Lotus, and I don't know, it's kind of good sometimes to go back to the basics of aluminum foil, and it just feels a little more traditional than a Lotus. So they do offer different smokes. Sometimes I've noticed some tobacco smokes different with foil versus the Lotus, so that's something to keep in mind, something you can go experiment with. But it's always good to know, you know, what you're doing with foil, because that's the way most people usually do smoke. And if you're out somewhere and you need to get a hookah started up and all you have is foil and you don't have your Lotus, it's good to know. I like to go back and forth, but again, majority of the time I use my Lotus, but it's still good to have aluminum foil on hand and know what to do. That is how I initially started out. So like I said, it's gonna offer a different type of smoke. Nothing too drastic, you'll still get your basic flavors, but that's pretty much it. So if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you really enjoyed it, feel free to share it on social media. And I hope you enjoyed the class. And that's gonna do it. So I'll see you all next class, and have a great rest of your day. I'll take you out properly. Oh yeah, any questions, leave them down below, and I'll do my best to answer. Oh, one more thing. I pretty much use this whole pattern even on an Egyptian bowl. I just found that it works great for me, the circle pattern. So key things to remember, I should have broke this down sooner. Key things to remember is to just make sure you get a tight seal, outline your bowl so you know where the edges are, make your initial poke down the center, then your 4 holes, then 4 more. Wow, I can't talk right now. And then 3 in between all those holes. And then you just do 2 more rings, and you can do the spiral pattern or just 2 even circles. However you want to do it, you get the gist of it. It's going to look something similar to that. So I hope this all works out for you, and I will see you in the next class again. I ended this twice. It's weird. Whatever.